So thank you for tuning in to the Chris Show. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you for that. So you know why you clicked on the video. Kanye West has been doing this Donda thing. You know, the first one, it was solid. It was a good performance. If you want to see the video on it, I'm going to leave both my links in the description if you want to get a vibe of how the first two performances of Donda went. The first one, you can tell it was good, but it was an unfinished product. Then we head to the second one, which to me, I felt like it was a masterpiece. I felt like it was good. I felt like Kanye did what he needed to do. We get to this third one. But before we get into this third Donda performance, but if you're one of these 60% of the people that watch my videos but aren't subscribed, maybe by the end of this video, maybe you'll be finally convinced that I'm worth subscribing to. And if this is your first time watching, maybe by the end of the video, if you enjoy the content, you can subscribe. You can leave a like and comment as well. So yeah, this third Donda, let me just be honest. I felt this one was really unnecessary. Then I saw an article today that Kanye's made like 12 million off these first two things. So then I'm just like, is this third one just gonna be a performance of the same shit in just a little bit of different way? Are you gonna give us a few new songs? Or are you just gonna give it what? I literally had no expectations coming into this one because, like I said, to me, he should have just released a second one. Keep that in mind. That's the main perspective you have going in. So the biggest differences from the second performance to the third performance is either who he left off, and then it's either 2, maybe 3 songs that are brand new that he added on, but who he left off is some of the most important. Jay-Z was left off of a song for the baby. Kid Cudi was left off the song for a guy. I can't say what his name is off the top of my head. Like I said, when it comes to this thing, it's hard to not have a track list and know everything else. The Lox's verse was left off as well. I saw a lot of people not happy about that. I think Chris Brown's verse was left off too. So there's definitely some people left off, but there is this GD song that got added, and I kid you not, it might be my favorite song on the album. Like, it was a banger. It was definitely worth listening to. Then he sampled this Lauryn Hill song, and it just sounded, I don't want to say glorious, magnificent. I don't know how to describe it, but it was just a beautiful song. And I know Kanye is expected to release this album September 5th. I hope he does. Like I said, I don't need another performance. This performance had Marilyn Manson on it. He actually had the baby to perform, and going into the baby, he wanted to address him being canceled. Like, you didn't create the problems yourself, my nigga. To sum it up, he talked about taking bread off his daughter's table, but my nigga, just look in the mirror. You did it yourself. Kanye being controversial, of course this nigga got the baby on. Also, there's some speculation because it was hard to see, but at the end of Donda, it looked like Kanye was renewing his vows with Kim. And if Kanye was renewing his vows with Kim's, then it makes sense that Jay-Z would not be on the song, because if Kanye's with Kim, they probably ain't fucking with it. You know what I mean? So that's something to pay attention to. Maybe by the time I drop this video, it already will be discussed or finalized. But yeah. So overall, like I said, Donda is a really good album. Like I said, you can't call something a classic off the first listen, but I can already tell album of the year. Kanye, just drop it at this point. The production's on point. The features are on point. People want to hate or say his lyrics are average, but there's plenty of artists with average lyrics that people put on a high pedestal. So it's just hating. There's a reason people are watching 3 performances of this guy. He's a musical genius. He's a musical talent. It is what it is. Production is always on point. Like I said, I'm a big Kanye fan, and I even came into this show like, all right, bro, what are you really gonna show us? What's really gonna be brand new? And the few songs that he did were brand new. Loved them. My main thing is, why you cutting off Kid Cudi? I don't even care if he cut off the Jay-Z verse, because it wasn't Jay-Z's best verse, honestly. Like, it was forgettable as hell, so I don't care about that. But Kid Cudi's your boy. I did Kids See Ghosts. You know what I mean? That's the one I don't really agree with. So you guys let me know. If you're one of the people that's listened to 1, 2, and 3, what was your overall favorite? To me, it's still gonna be the second performance. It just gave me this like euphoric feeling while listening to it. Yes, maybe this third one's gonna be a better cohesive album with the GD song and the Lauryn Hill song added, but I don't know, like that night listening to the second listening party or whatever you want to call it at this point. It was something special. And this other one, I don't know whether it's the baby, Marilyn Manson, but a lot of it was more like they had people like running around in circles the whole time. Like it had some like real funny moments, and it didn't hit the same, but obviously the music's gonna be a little bit better. But that's why I want to hear what you guys have to say. Maybe you guys like the third performance more than you like the second. Maybe you like the first more. I don't know how you would pick that, but maybe that was you. Maybe you only seen the first performance. Let me know if you only saw one. Maybe you only saw 2 and 3. Maybe you just saw the third. Let me know your thoughts, your favorite song, if you know what the name of the song. If not, maybe you could just say what artist was on it. And yeah, man, to me, Kanye just dropped the album. It's about to be really good. I want to be able to actually listen to a mastered album, not something just played off Apple Music that sounds terrible in the headphones. I need this mastered version. I need to drop the album. So as you know, Chris, I'm going to give you the hip hop updates whenever the hip hop updates are there. And if those aren't there, I'm going to be giving you guys some new content soon. So you should be checking it out shortly. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. This Chris, I'm out. This motherfucker.